Yeah! 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 Right, so this is a Leona support game I played earlier on today. I quite enjoyed it because it really does sort of sum up what bronze is all about. Where when we got the advantage, we didn't press home in advantage, and when we were losing, they didn't press home the advantage, so it kept going forwards and backwards. And the sort of things you can do to try and manipulate how it goes. So yes, let's get this game underway. So we're blue team. I am the Leona support. We have got a Caitlyn ADC, a Rammus jungle, a Pantheon top, and a Lux support. And people always say, "Oh well, you don't have bad teams like we do," or what? That's what they say to the challenger people who say it's not hard to get out of bronze. In this game, you will see that we have a bit of everything. Our Rammus disconnects for like 5 minutes. Our Lulu and Pantheon are terrible, but they've got bad players as well, and you know that's what happens in a bronze game. So we're able to turn this round. Just whilst we're at the beginning, the music which we're getting on is on YouTube, and the description for that will be in the link below, because I always listen to music from YouTube. So yeah, earlier on I put this ward here because I saw them round through Dragon because of Caitlyn's early ward. So I put that ward there thinking that we might go for the invade. Pantheon for some reason ran all the way across and then ran back. But yeah, so this is where we're starting, getting the usual buffs. Maokai to blue and Rammus to blue. Me and Caitlyn are in lane already. Our Caitlyn in this game is absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. And their Zed is pretty good as well. So yeah, I mean, I spent the entire match looking down here and seeing what was going on down here. So it's easy for me to commentate here. Basically, down bot, I went Runic Shield because I'm not scared of Lulu at all. I know I can survive her, especially with my Runes Mashers, because I've got a lot of armor and magic resist. Not so much health, but a lot of armor and magic resist. So yeah, I just kept on getting off my stuns and pressuring them a lot, trying to force them to make mistakes. And this Caitlyn is superb with her poke. So they come in here, I'm not really sure why. And this Pantheon just gets so greedy. I'm not sure how he loses lane so hard. But yeah, as you can see in bot lane, we just keep on poking them down. It looks like at all points we're winning the lanes, but I promise you, ours is the only lane which stays like that. So yeah, also Caitlyn's already winning on the CS battle, plus I've got one, I suppose, which all sort of goes into it. But yeah, this is where Pantheon gets greedy, dies, which was lovely. But it's not long until we try and make up for this. Our Rammus is fairly good. Rammus is definitely a more early game jungler. I think he's always good, but I think he's even better early game. So yeah, I saw the gag coming in, so I tried to set up early, and thankfully we were able to burst down that Lulu. Setting our lane off to a good start. I mean, it was unfortunate that I got the kill, but it was just from an auto attack, so it wasn't an awful lot I could do at that point. I mean, if I was paying more attention, I could have, but yeah, then I see an opportunity here and I'm thinking, maybe. But in the end, I flash out of it just to ensure I don't hand a kill over to Tristana, especially since I got the kill on Lulu. So now you can see our lane is winning, top lane is losing. Though they're even on CS. And mid lane is losing to Zed because Zed has got a hell of a lot more CS than Lux. I mean, I've never played a Zed into a Lux or a Lux into a Zed, but I'm surely thinking it's going to be easier from the Lux's point of view. But I might be completely wrong on that, so you don't know. That was quite funny back down there because I went to Zenith played with Lulu and she actually walked closer to us, making me miss, which I was not expecting at all. especially as she didn't even know I was there, so it was just more of a fluky timing, I think. So yeah, neither me or Kate are back yet. I mean, I've had to use my potion. But yeah, I mean, we're really not worried at all in the bot lane. I think I've got a very good grasp of how this Kate likes to play. I've quickly back to go off and get my Sightstone, even though I really wanted to go straight for the tier 2 of the Relic Shield, Target's Embrace and everything, but just couldn't do it. There's a mistake by Rumble which nearly got him killed. Thankfully he hasn't. Vlad's low again, but Vlad will always be Vlad and just get away with it. Scared of a jungler, so he's running for it. Or just might be scared of Pant, actually, respecting the Pant. It's always nice to see. So Maokai comes in to gankers, but I've just got back to lane. We don't know he's there at that point of view. We haven't got vision up there. I've only just got back and I haven't gone up to go there. And I've gone straight in. We see the Maokai coming in a bit late, so I already disengaged to attack him. He comes straight in for us, I stun him, we get some more poke off on him, and then we just go for this 3v2, let's disengage. And we disengage and it's fairly simple and everything, so it was a bit of a failed gank on their behalf. Good reactions by myself and Kate to notice the Maokai to very quickly disengage. We were able to disengage quicker than they were able to re-engage or turn it back around on us. And then as soon as the Maokai's gone, I re-engage again to try and get us a kill. We were lucky there with their flash failing, but unfortunately still didn't able to nail down that kill. Here's Pant from Vladimir going at it again. The problem with Vladimir is that the longer the fight goes on, well, if he wasn't prepared for the fight, the longer the fight goes on because of his E stacking, the more damage he's going to start doing to you. So yeah, I'm guessing Vladimir would it'd probably be down more to play style, but that's a hell of a lot of damage coming out of Vladimir back then. Yeah, there it goes. Hopefully the Rumble can get the kill off. I'm not sure if he does. Yeah, there's the taunt and there's a kill. Brilliant. Well, at least that one was saved. Trying to make sure that Vladimir doesn't get too OP. Oh, at this bit, my phone was ringing. So, as you can see, I'm actually just down at the tower, not doing anything, because it was nationwide, I think, phoned me and asked if it was a good time to talk, and I said no, I have to go. But yeah, so I'm actually out of this for a few minutes. See, all these sort of things happen in Bronze. You probably wouldn't get this in Diamond or Platinum. I don't know, never been there, but as you can tell, I'm moving again now, I'm back in. I'm back in just in time to engage in the set, I think. I'll go for the engage, but I failed. So as you can tell, I made sure that we had the river warded quite well. And their far bush. And it looks like they've done the same sort of setup as me, but I've already got a sweeper, so I'm getting rid of this stuff as soon as possible to give us the best advantage we can get. So yeah, I mean, at the moment the game's very even, but our Zed is definitely winning the mid lane, as you can tell there through that fantastic kill. Actually, that is how you dive on a Zed. Caitlyn's just back, so I'm holding this lane on my own, but I know that I can take more damage than they can give out at the moment, or I know that I can survive a rotation from each of them without too much trouble. So that's why I'm not too scared of them at the moment. There's a Pantheon narrowly escaping danger again. But it's at this moment I've sort of realised that bottom lane is definitely a win for us. Because our Caitlyn's not struggling, and they are, basically. I'm not finding it hard to get picks, it's just getting the picks at the right time. So as you see there, again, on the Lulu, I throw everything on the Lulu to ensure the kill. That's the problem with Lulu's support, is she's just very fragile, and she doesn't have a great escape, and she will normally blow all the things like her ultimate, her shield, her speed boost, her polymorph and all that sort of stuff, and to protect her ADC, because she sort of forgets about herself in the interim. So while she does forget about herself, we just blow everything on her all the time. I mean, that time she used her ultimate, but I had mine there as well, which isn't too bad really. So that's us picking up the first dragon, seizing the opportunity after killing Leona and not being scared of the Maokai really. So what else? 3-3. Who else died in our team? Oh, Pantheon again. It was. Oh no, yeah, it was the Z kill, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I'm very concerned for our mid lane at this point, and just hoping they can just hold off for a little while, because I know that if it gets to team fights, all I need to do is focus Z, and I'll be able to shut down. The strength of Leona is the ability to completely take someone out of the game. And if you can do that, you don't really have too much to worry about, as long as they've only got one person fed, of course. So at this point, my priority was just to make sure that Tristana remained useless, so then I only had to worry about one person later on, rather than two. Because no matter how many kills Vladimir gets, he's never sort of OP. I'm sure this is Zed getting another kill, maybe? Or no, he's going to have to back out of that one. Oh, he's made a mistake there. He's made a mistake there, indeedy. Is it upsetting that Lux and I don't know what this Maokai was doing. I just saw him run in. So I'm just pinging for Caitlyn to see as I chase him down. Stopping him from being able to get over the wall. Unfortunately, missed the kill again. I get exhausted, but I don't know why I've done that on me. Because I'm always going to be able to keep up with you. See, I did go to back out of that there, but then I saw Rumble coming in. So I flashed to get back in and hit up another stun. So that was some really good play and awareness by myself, Caitlyn, and the jungler. But yeah, so as I was saying about Vladimir, he's never sort of really OP. He's always sort of manageable. I mean, I've been against some seriously fed Vladimirs, but once you get to sort of 25 minutes through the game and you've got basic resistances up and things like that, they're never, in team fights anyway, they're never too much of a bother. One-on-one you won't kill him, but in a team fight, not too much of a problem. Also because his damage output isn't like, oh my god, did you see that damage? Unless you're just excruciatingly fed, but even in bronze that doesn't happen too much, or at least not to me. Obviously I can't speak for everyone in bronze, but I have probably played the majority of the people in bronze because I am terrible. So there's some good damage from Panth down onto Vladimir. Panth does actually kill Vladimir fairly soon. That must be some time, yeah, soon. You've just seen me waste my ultimate. I actually meant to use my sweeper to see if there are any wards in there, and accidentally used my ult. I mean, I hadn't made that mistake in a very long time, but definitely made it today, so I had to try and make up for it somehow. I was trying a few of the tower dives and things, but I knew that one was going to go sour if I stuck around, because I could probably only take 2 more shots since I was dead. Yeah, I'd sponge one more and probably die from the next one. So yeah, it was good to get out of that. So at this point, we know Rumble's heading off. I've got a feeling Maokai's probably going to come down here because he saw Rumble Rammus down here, and so for here comes Maokai. I'm running very low on mana, so my thing was just to keep him off Caitlyn, because I don't mind if he kills me, but I just didn't want him killing Caitlyn. So unfortunately, I took the kill, but thankfully I was able to get one last stun off. It's unfortunate how well Tristana gets out of that. I thought she would definitely be dead. But here we go, it's just some brilliant play by Zed, but then just to get caught off, really. By the Pantheon ult. Caught out, sorry, not caught off. Though I might start as a phase. Caught off! Kind of like an old Time Splitters character. No, it was Cortez, wasn't it? Caught off. So yeah, a bit of a low point here. I'm not sure if we've missed the time where Rammus goes AFK. There's just definitely one point where it just comes up and says he's disconnected, and I get very scared for a little while. But as you can tell, I mean, at the moment we've got nearly 1,000 gold advantage, mostly due to the, well, completely due to the dragon. As all of the... Oh no, Pant's beating Vlad, Kate's beating Triss. Maokai's beating Ravis. Zed's massively beaten Lux. So it's probably just even, maybe actually slightly in their favour on CS. But yeah, here's Maokai ganking top again. Pantheon died again. So if you look at our team though, we've got a 1-4 Pantheon with a 0-2 Lux. They're not things you'd be very happy about, and a lot of you might actually be raging at them at this point. But I'm doing everything possible to try and keep it cool. Thankfully, there we were able to get a good tower dive onto the Tristana when Lulu was away. Here, I'm just trying to make sure that Lulu focuses me rather than Kate, so I stick around so that I'm always that tempting take. And then as she runs off, I just hit the Zenith and kill her. I was very pleased with myself with that kill. And then here I saw the Maokai coming down due to the vision, so I knew I'd be able to get out in time. He sees me. I think about turning around and killing him, especially when Caitlyn puts that down, but in the end I just quickly think that I'll just head off. And then I did start basing in that bush, but I see the Vladimir come in as well, and at that point I know that we're pretty much safe. I stick around a bit. Just that, I mean, I've probably got enough mana just for a Zenith Blade, but the short stun given from that is sometimes just enough for Caitlyn to be able to get off the kill. Then I see Rammus coming in, and that's when I know it's time. Vladimir gets his ult off on me, but then just tunnels on me completely. Unfortunately, they do get the kill off on Rammus. If Rammus had not gone so ham that last time, we probably would have been fine. But they did get the kill off. Pantheon using Ignite to get the kill off there. I desperately need to base here, but instead I've used my Targon's Embrace to try and coax Vlad in, but they beat me to that. Thankfully though, it does result in Caitlyn getting another kill. Now Pantheon drops in, all the actions down in bot lane, because I think they're realising how much of a beast Caitlyn is becoming with her 5-0. Even me being 3-2-4, you know, we're doing very well for how we are at the moment. So yeah, what have I bought now? So yeah, I've got before, is it Targon's Embrace? I think it's the Targon's Embrace. Face of a Mountain, sorry, Targon's Embrace is the tier 2 one, isn't it? A Giant's Mountain Sight Stone. So now I'm going for the health, because I know that my runes cover so many of my resistances. I just need to get a lot more health at this stage. And the whole party at the moment has come to bot lane. So it's just up to us 3 to hold off what will soon be 4 when Tristana gets there. I'm constantly looking for an opening, and I desperately want to ward that bush. I see that they're there, but then with Maokai running off makes me think that them in the bush is also heading back. So that's why I go in and quickly get sneaky ward in there. See, there you go, Rammus has just left the game. So now this is where I'm realising it's 4v5, and it's currently 4v3 in the bottom lane itself. So I'm getting very worried now. I'm just desperately trying to hold on to this tower. I see that they find my pink ward, but it really doesn't bother me. As Pantheon tries to, I don't know what he's doing there, because it's so much easier for them to get to us. And then he comes back, but I don't remember him coming back that quickly. Maybe I didn't notice that. But yeah, so Pantheon, that was a silly move by Pantheon. He should have just stayed with us and just let the Vladimir walk off, because there was no way we would have been able to support him in that kill. And now that Vladimir's got double buff, so me and Caitlyn are even more defensive. I just know that if I can lock someone up in the tower, it's not an issue. I see the ward come over, so I try and take some Maokai out. I've got too much health and armour to be bothered at all by the Maokai damage. And I see my advantage now to quickly go in and get some damage off. I'm hoping if they stupidly attack me, we'll get the turret on them. Maokai attacks us, Lulu's out of the game because she's so low on health. So all I've got to do now is try and hold them off. Unfortunately, the ultimate of Vladimir killed Trist, and all I can do is save this as Rammus and Pantheon come in. I see them go around the outside. I quickly try to run around expecting her to use her jump. And she does, just as I got there. Unfortunately, she gets away. It is so hard to understand even how. Yeah, they get away, and I just finish off by trying to defend the base as much as possible. And Zed gets another kill onto the Lux. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in bot lane. I think I was killing some minions. And then I'm trying to work my way up as quickly as possible because I see this all going on near mid lane. I try to get there rather quickly. Caitlyn's obviously noticed and on her way up. Pantheon's in a stupid position right now, but we're trying to collapse in on this Maokai and Vladimir. Thankfully, I get the ult off, nailing them, but Vladimir uses his W awesomely to get out of that. And this is really stupid by the Pantheon. He targets the Maokai instead of the Vladimir, and yeah, sure, okay, great, we killed the Maokai, but it would have been so much more beneficial to go on the Vladimir. And I didn't have any mana at this point to engage, so I just thought, oh, let's go to the tower. And if we come back, then we'll kill him. I use my shield here to try and block from all the poke I know I'm about to sustain. And due to the shield, Leona's shield, too OP, I walked away with virtually no damage. About the same as Zed did, really. And there's 4 of them and 1 of me. Lulu does a good bit of split pushing there. You see what I mean? It's like at the moment now we're losing by more than 2,000 gold. But we're still well in this fight. I mean, they've destroyed 2 of our towers, we haven't destroyed a single one of theirs. It's level on kills. That Zed's doing superbly with the CS compared to Lux. I mean, we've got 4-3 Zed with 130 CS against a 0-4 Lux with only 63 CS. You know, these sort of things always happen in bronze, but it's how you have to carry. So with good pings, I was very, very lucky to have a very good Caitlyn with me. As soon as I realised how good this Caitlyn was, I knew that as long as we played well, we could always win this match, no matter really how far in front they got. So this is a very sort of stalemate-esque bit of a game. I was just trying to stop top from pushing and was thankfully able to get some CS from that. Try and keep me ahead a little bit. They all engage on Rammus here for some reason, which if you're about to engage on something, don't make it Rammus. And as you can see, I'm running all the way across to try and get here. Maokai's being blocked up by 2 of them, and Tristana comes in from the bottom to try and start cleaning up. And I finally come in from the top and just use my stun there to make sure no jumpy jump. So yeah, that was a very poor choice of team fight on their side. I mean, it came out, what, 4 for 1? We killed 4 here, Zed's alive, and only Rammus is dead. So if you're going to engage on someone, at least do it with your damage dealer, Zed. And don't do it on our tank, Rammus, you know. Or as Pantheon likes to decide, if you're going to come in and be able to try and kill them both, go for the squishy one first. So yeah, here you've already got Zed pushing back, but we're able to hold him off obviously with quick reactions and also a lot more of it being up. He's probably also quite scared with the lack of vision they have. Though this river vision they've got is very impressive. In the game I had no idea their vision was that good. I thought we were normally always on top of vision. But yeah, in these bits coming, I'm just more focused on these team fights than vision, to be honest. I mean, that's a good ult really from Lux to make sure they all take moderate damage. But unfortunately, they get some really good hits in some of our squishier ones, so it's just about recollecting back until we can get 5 in. I know once we've got 5 in, if we can get some good CC on the big guys, then we can win this. Pantheon goes down rather soon due to his superb focus. As you can tell, he was going for Maokai, as any good player should. So we actually lose that team fight, and they get a bit of ground back on us. As you can see now, they're beating us by about 1,500 gold. They've got 3 towers, we haven't got any. But you know, as long as you're playing smart in this game, you're not letting them get too far ahead. I mean, once at this point of the game, if they're 7,000 to 8,000 gold in front of you, you're going to be hovering over the surrender key. They stick around for a little bit too long here, and it gives us the opportunity to get a very good chase down, especially with the Pantheon ult coming in. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stop that Zed. Didn't realise he was there. As I quickly come out, Pantheon and Rammus have been able to completely sandwich this Vladimir and Maokai, and Lulu and Tristana seem to just be coming back in to die. As I'm able to come in and start unleashing all the CC. That's a fantastic ult by Tristana. To get the Vladimir out of the best situation. In any other situation, that was going to be 4 for nothing then, I think. Or I can guess that would have been 4 for nothing if Tristana hadn't used that ult. Though I was very low on mana, so it would have been questionable how much CC I could have got off. So as you can see, we're just trying to keep up there with the kills. Thankfully, our minions pushed enough for us to be able to get the tower back on bot without any human interference, even though obviously we had damaged it a bit earlier on. Vladimir here, his stupid actually comes back in, meaning he gets hit by the Lux Q, killing him directly as he comes out of this pool. So yeah, it's just dealing with everything which is going on right now. I didn't focus the Maokai then with the intention for us to kill him. I focused him for the intention for him not to kill. Was it Pantheon in his life? Yeah. Just in case you're like, oh, why are you using your ult on the tank? Well, it's so that Pantheon doesn't die, because I'm bored of him dying. He's got 6 deaths. So yeah, here I keep on tower diving a bit because I can take so many tower hits now. It's sort of worth. I don't know why Pantheon ever decided that was a good idea, but as soon as they take it down, I quickly try and get some vision out. As you can see, I've warded instantly around here because I hate it. If I'm hugging this side, I want that side to be warded. So if I know if I'm going to be going upside that side of the lane, so I see things coming. It's all about reaction times, because if I see something coming over here, I know I need to start running that way. And vice versa. If I'm hugging this side, I ward that side. That's a big tip for mid laners. There's so many bronze mid laners who don't do that. And that might sound so obvious to people who play this game a lot, but it's small tips like this which people in bronze, that's what we want to know. It's not like, oh, well, stop complaining that you're in bronze. You know, you're obviously there because that's where you deserve to be. We're not complaining that we're in bronze. It's that we're complaining that people don't give us the tips to actually get better. They just say time played, you know. And obviously that does go towards some things, but I'm ranting. So they've done a good push here, as a lot of us based and things. I'm just trying to keep our Caitlyn healthy, really, at this point. Trying to make sure she's involved in the kills. Trying to make sure that she doesn't die. And trying to make sure that I can lock up and kill their Zed and Tristana before they can kill our... there's 2 of them doing heavy damage, and there's 1 of ours. Thankfully, Leona is the queen of CC, so I stand a pretty good chance of that. Yeah, an easy pick on Maokai there. Not really sure why he stayed. They all engage, and I know the only way for me to get into this fight is to flash over a wall. As you see, I flashed over the wall for Dragon, but then I stayed at Dragon to make sure that Dragon didn't recharge and get its health back. I was going up to join in, then I saw the blue buff was up, so I went to start that. And then Lulu engaged in on me. So I just stunned her, pinged everyone, and everyone came around, and we got the free kill on Lulu. Zed revealed himself, silly enough, and Pantheon went in and maybe could have set us up for a kill on Zed, but in the end, not too needed. And we all come round to retake positions in mid lane and try to pressure down this next turret a bit more. Unfortunately, people didn't realise we could easily win the sieges with me having full health and a lot of mana. At this point, I'm just waiting for my ultimate to come off cooldown. I can see it's only got about a quarter left, which is probably about 10 seconds or so on Leona, sorry, it went to. And all I'm trying to do is keep the heavy line. You see how when they come forwards, I don't walk back, I just walk sideways. I keep my line. It's kind of like playing that game of chicken. I walk back a bit now as I notice everyone's gone. But then my ult's finally up, so I engage, I go in, and I realise everyone apart from Pantheon and Lux is left. And I didn't realise that when I used my ult, so that was completely my mistake. A lot of people there would have raged and saying, "Oh, Caitlyn, Rammus, what are you doing? Why have you gone away?" And all that lot. We could have got a pentakill. And these sort of things. But, I mean, I should have been looking at the map. I could have very easily seen that. So it was very stupid of me to go in. As you see there, that's Vladimir showing off his skills, really, with how much damage his ult did and how easily he popped down Lux. I know I said that you never see a Vladimir go, "Oh, look how much damage he's doing." But you don't get a Vladimir carry, not really. Not unless they've won you the game in about 20 minutes. You don't really get a Vladimir carry a game. Just like you wouldn't get a Rammus carry the game, really. Unless he's awesome. Sorry, I've got a very snuggly nose at the moment. I'm allergic to horses, my girlfriend loves horses, which is great. So, say no for it. That was a very good engage by us, really. I mean, it's stupid of me to go quite so ham. This I'm so happy about, because they obviously didn't realise we had vision in that bush. And it's just complete cheese of how we talk. I just throw everything on that Vladimir. We walk away with the 2 for nothing. So, and a kill on Lux and a kill on Kate. I didn't see the Zed for ages until she flashed to me. And I thought he'd used his ult. So that's why I started walking towards him when it turned out he'd walked away. I was starting to go out and ward up a bit. To try and get vision and things. We see the Zed, but then he gets way out of there before we know where he's gone, which is fair enough to him. Caitlyn is just trying to hold onto this tower, I think, more than anything else, trying to scare him away, get some farm, which she does very successfully, for bearing in mind how much health she had before she started that. But yeah, this is a good fight, really good fight. So it's at this point that obviously now we're actually in the lead by 1,700 gold, and we've caught back up massively on towers with 4 apiece. So this is when our team really starts to realise that we're back in this, and I know how substantially much damage I can take without affecting it. And all I'm doing now is focusing that Zed and that Tristana. If I can get easy picks onto the others, like Vladimir earlier, I'll happily go for it. But at this point, the only thing which is going to stop us from winning is that Tristana getting fed now. Because Tristana's only got 4 kills. She's way behind Caitlyn. The Zed and the Tristana are the only ones who can really stop them. I'm not scared of Vladimir's damage enough to really focus him as much. So yeah, you will notice that whenever I get an opportunity to get a chance at Zed or Caitlyn, I'm just completely going for it. Because also you will see how desperate that Zed gets to killing our Caitlyn. He's just throwing everything at Caitlyn. So my job as a support is to make sure that the damage stays alive, and that's what I'm doing. Well, as a tank support anyway, you do get the carry support, so at this point just turn out to being another damage deal, which Lulu could opt to being. However, this Lulu... Oh, it looks like this Lulu's tried to go damage, but rather unsuccessfully. Oh. That's... Yeah, that Lulu's built very strange. Why she's gone Ruby Sightstone, I'm not so sure. I know it gives you a bit extra health and another charge, but not worth it for me. Not until late game and you're looking for things to spend your money And Rabadon so early, it's pointless. She needs mana regeneration. I would have gone the Fiends, probably. Yeah, the Fiends would have been a best bet. And then probably, maybe then a Rabadons, maybe actually, well, they don't. If they had more AP, if they had an AP mid laner, I would have gone DFG. But no, maybe Rabadons or then Sonya's. But yeah, anyway, back to the game. So as you can see, we're winning a lot of the fights, and this Lulu's determined not to help them around. So we know we're constantly fighting a winning battle. And also Caitlyn goes down just to get a free kill on Lulu, really. As we stun everyone, that Zed's desperate to try and get round to our squishies, not realising that Kate's not actually there. I'm able to get a few kills on there. I'm not sure what happened with Ramazan and why he did so bad. But I see them instantly going straight back to try and kill the Lux and everyone like that. I'm just trying to hold them up for as long as absolutely possible. Unfortunately, they got the kill on Pantheon. I knew that was my ticket out. So at this point, it's just trying to hold them up, making sure that they can't get off quickly to go join and kill Rammus and Caitlyn. So I was just holding the hold up. If I got the kill on Maokai, that would have been tops. If I didn't, it's not the worst thing in the world. So that engagement turned out a lot better for them, as it was 3-for-1. But, well, technically no, 3-for-0, because Lulu wasn't even part of that engagement. It was a solo kill by Kate in the bottom lane. So at this point, I'm not scared of their ability power. As I said, I don't respect the Vladimir power. I just don't. I love Vladimir as a champ. He's one of my favourites. He's probably one of my top laners. But I just don't respect the damage. Also, he's just not focusing on the right people, so I'm not bothered. The Maokai's throwing out nothing. He's got a Rod of Aegis, and that's about it. So yeah, I'm not worried about his power, and the Lulu's just getting shot down. And that build, I just can't get over that build. As you can tell, I've got a Sunfire, a Randuin's, Face of the Mountain, and now I'm building towards my Mercury Treads, because I didn't actually realise I didn't have boots until so late. Buy boots sooner. Don't use that as a thing. Unless you're just not dying, I suppose. But yeah, here I'm going on a sort of vision quest. I quite desperately want to quickly get some vision out in their jungle. As we're winning, and I know that we're going to be pushing a lot, I want to make sure that we've got the vision in their jungle ready, so that if they disperse through their jungle or they try to collapse on us in the jungle, the vision's already there. You know, these wards are going to last for 3 minutes, so as long as the vision's there, we have no excuses really. A small skirmish going down here in bot lane, which we should probably easily win due to how well Rammus is doing, and the Lux is just slowly getting kills. I mean, yeah, okay, Lulu is feeding a lot now, but she's feeding because we've sort of induced that. We made that happen through, if you target one person more times, their team's going to flame and stuff like that. And actually, I'm rambling here. I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to get at. Here, I'm just trying to hold people up. I can see my entire team coming like a train up through the jungle. I'm just trying to hold them up. Thankfully, they piss about for some unknown reason. And our team are able to get in there and get the kill off on Tristana. Unfortunately, Lux doesn't quite get there in time. I'm not sure what she's doing. Both the Pantheon and the Rammus unfortunately die, but the Lux just goes ham on that Vladimir and is now going to struggle to get away. But I mean, it was unfortunate that we didn't come off better in that engagement. But I saw them coming up. I thought they might get a little bit sooner. I probably could have popped my Face in the Mountain to try and survive. Probably only one more hit. But it probably would have. Yeah, I probably would have survived one more hit. But we'll never know if that makes a big thing. But yeah, I made a big thing about not raging in this game. And just staying focused. I had an objective in this game. That objective was to keep Caitlyn safe and to CC all of their squishies. Don't care about tanks, they're not doing damage. But the Zed, in order, it was Zed, Tristana, then it was Lulu because of her ult, then it was the Vlad, then it's the Maokai, and that's where I'll try and aim the majority of my majority of the CC. Obviously, that's situational. If I know that I fail my ult here, yeah. Oh wait, no, I didn't fail the ult. That's good. Yeah, as I'm saying, it's situational, because if the Maokai is going on to Caitlyn, is going to be able to get some good CC down, then I need to focus that. Obviously, I've got already wards all along there, so I see him coming. I'm getting by there, expecting him to do Dragon, and quickly get rid of that ward. Obviously, not knowing that one's there. That's a cool ward skin. Oh, I thought it was like a skull then sort of thing. It's not. It's just a hammer. Oh, it's not a hammer, is it? It looks like it's a riot fist. Oh, that's cool. So now all I'm working at the moment is I'm being a brick wall to everyone trying to come in that dragon. I'm like, oh, Maokai got through. What's he gonna do? Did not expect him to flash over. He still didn't get it. But I didn't expect him to flash over. As you can see, I instantly changed from Maokai to Vladimir to try and stop the bigger threats. Unfortunately, Zed got past me because I wasn't paying enough attention. But thankfully, it turns out, boom! Lovely ult to shut him down completely. It turns out being a 4 for 1. You know, we lost Caitlyn, they lost a 4. And they've only got their Lulu left. Now at this point, I'm begging everyone just to rush down the mid and get the inhibitor. There's loads of us. But for some reason, Pantheon goes top, Rammus goes bot, and it's just me and Lulu up at the top. And neither of us can take towers very quickly. Admittedly, we're just against the Lulu. But, I mean, I can't do anything to her, so I'm just devoted on getting the tower. I mean, yeah, okay, now we've got all 3 lanes pushing, but we could have got an inhibitor here. And, you know, inhibitors are like second highest priority. I mean, Nexus, inhibitors, turrets, wards, kills, not dying, getting kills. Getting kills is last. You know, and never mistake the importance of CS. It's roughly about 15 CS for a kill, roughly, early on anyway. So yeah, if you've got 15 CS, it's the same as you getting killed. Sorry, I'm doing this very late at night. So yeah, as you see, we've got the turret, but not the inhibitor. And I in the end, I just refused to move. I just refused to move. Standing there, hitting it, determined to try and get it down, or sort of like set an example kind of thing. But it turned out that the inhibitor was healing faster than I could actually hurt it as Leona. But it's okay, it's okay. I didn't rage. I did point out the little sort of list of importance, saying, look guys, we should have gone for the inhibitor. It's more important. I mean, we did get 2 turrets, I suppose. So that's sort of what happened. Yeah, so we're just sort of now keeping the peace. We've sort of figured that one. Oh, they tried to surrender. I didn't realise that. Surrender vote failed. That's interesting. But yeah, we realised that with one more team fight, we've won this. They're going, you know, they're coming ham at us. We're just trying to stay back, waiting until we've got all 5. We get a lovely pick onto Lulu. I throw everything at her to get her ultimate out of the game. I see Zed there, and he's just sticking around me, so I'm trying to stick to him as much as possible. Unfortunately, he sort of evaded me, so now I'm working on keeping Vladimir out of the equation. And Tristana stayed around stupidly and just easily got killed. Zed's got away at this point. So we're going to kill the Vladimir after his pull, and now just rush straight at their base. We're not fighting against super minions. We've got the possibility to win here as well because we've got a row of minions just behind us. So if we can wipe these out quick, you know, Almi needs to come straight on through, and we could actually win it here. Pantheon again has gone top rather than coming mid and just winning it for us. I see the Z there, so I want to try and keep the pressure on him. As soon as he comes close, I just walk straight towards him, throw everything on him, and now I know we've aced the... Well, I thought we had. I didn't know Lulu was up, but she's doing nothing. So we've got that, and we're just trying to instantly get this base down, and I know that we can win it because Caitlyn's here, Ramos is here, and if I can just, you know, keep people focused on what we're supposed to be doing, Lulu calls it a day in the end and walks off, and we just win it. And so yeah, we really turn that fight around. And that's a very sort of typical bronze game, which it could go either way at any point. Both teams win a lot. You've had AFKs, you've got feeders. I mean, look, Lulu on their side is 113. Our Lux actually came big in the end and was 7-7, but you know, at one point she was 0-5. At one point, our Pantheon was 0-5 as well, and he came back to 10-11. Give people the chance to come back. You know, some people are terrible at the late in the phase, but just get superb at late game. The amount of games where I've had people where at late game they've just really completely changed, and vice versa. Sometimes people own early game, but late game they're just terrible. But yeah, I want to upload that. I thought that was a very good and typical sort of bronze game. Also I play quite well in it, so I wanted to show it off a bit. But yeah, I'm not pretending to be anything I'm not. I am bronze. I am trying to get out. I've played with silvers and golds before, and I've sort of played to their standard. So I'm not saying I'm platinum or diamond, not in a million years. But it would be nice to get out of bronze soon. But I keep on doing stupid things like playing ranked when I'm drunk, or when I'm really tired, or when I'm on an 8 losing streak to play more ranked, even though I know I'm going to be annoyed. I'm just going to lose more. But anyway, that was a game. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you've even learned something from it. But if you want more of League of Legends, please like and subscribe. There's going to be plenty more of this. I'm working on a montage of quite funny bits at the moment. And also my review of Ascension is coming soon. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've got anything you want me to do or approach to, you know, leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as you can. Also, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be starting giveaways and competitions on my League videos. So make sure, I mean, that's going to be things like subscribe or like or whatnot, or leave a comment and everything like that. So make sure to keep your eyes out for that, and obviously I'll let you know when they're starting. And the music for this playlist will be in the description. Thank you very much.